children. How are you? I am Chris Marie, aka Harriet Tubman Herself. And I love education. I love to read. I was homeschooled up until about sixth grade. And, education was really big in my family. I didn't really care for class, honestly. I'd rather be out with my friends, like making up songs. And, my dad put a trombone in my hand and I fell in love with it. And I just knew that I was going to be a trombonist. And then, but life took me in a different direction. And then when it came time for college, I went to a few different colleges and I ended up getting my degree in performing arts and sociology. So I was working with a company during class, just helping, study, sociology, the study of, people, and just trying to help people, socially and things like that, making their lives a little bit better. Something kind of like being a social worker, but I didn't actually go that route, because I've always loved the arts, as far as directing, producing, acting, the arts can be so many, many different things. So I'm just so happy to be here with all of you today, and I'm here to read you all a fabulous story about this fabulous woman who had a little bit of education, but she had a passion and a zest for life. Let's get ready to rock, Rosetta rock. Roll, Rosetta roll. Presenting Sister Rosetta Thorpe, the godmother of rock and roll. So here we are at the YDL Superior Library. Let's lock and load. Written by Tanya Bolden, illustrated by R. Gregory Christie. Rock, Rosetta, rock. Roll, Rosetta, roll. A long, long time ago, there you were. Pint-sized sensation in tiny cotton plant, Arkansas. Rosabelle, Rosietta. Who'd had a clue you'd one day rock the world? Little girl, big guitar, music in your air, music in your hair, music in your bones, wiggling your toes, making downright mighty music, music, music. Tiny digits of your hands, skipping, strumming, strolling, rolling, up and down. That big guitar's fingerboard, rock, Rosetta, rock. Roll, Rosetta, roll. Ooh, then up jumped the day Mama had a strong, strong calling to quit your tiny town. Be a preacher. Take your genius with her. Let it shine. Let it shine into a bigger place, a wider space. Remember, children, always let your light shine too, okay? That little light of yours, you're gonna let it shine. Shine, let it shine in a bigger place, a wider space. You zooped into your traveling shoes for a choo-choo up to Chicago. Yes, honey. There, in that big bustling place on the shore of a great lake, you became a wonder in a 40th Street church. A star. All of you watching, you all are stars in your own right as well. Don't forget that. At outdoor revivals, on street corners, wherever Mama preached, you played, moving folks to clap happy, stamp their feet, shout, holler, toss coins too, jump for joy over your mighty music. Music, music. You put so much heart and soul, such power into songs of worship, songs of praise. Little girl, big guitar, smile so alive, remembered one lady. Little girl, big guitar. 2, you had a mighty amount of singing in your soul. Yes, you did. Little girl, big voice, belting out that rhythm-bound gospel sound. Songs born in the souls of black folk about good news even in the grim times. That's how we do. We turn our trials into tribulations. Songs like, Up above my head, I hear music in the air, with music in your ear, in your hair, in your bones, wiggling your tones. That traveling bag sure stayed packed. All grown, you took gospel music far beyond the walls, the halls of this and that church. You gifted gospel music big time to people all over the place, mixing it up with beats from gospels, cousin boogie woogie, cousin jazz, cousin swing, cousin the big bad blues. Playing and singing the Lord's songs in a nightclub? Lots of church folk frowned, shook their heads at that. That ain't right. But you believed it was right and righteous to play wherever you pleased, and you did it like nobody else. With those flying fingers of yours, they said you made a guitar talk. On decadix, all over the states, across the ocean blue, on radio, TV, you played, and you sang as the fabulous, flamboyant Sister Rosetta Thorpe. Rock, Rosetta, rock. Roll, Rosetta, roll. The Cotton Club. Yes, that lively smile still dazzling like diamonds. Rhinestone earrings shaped like guitars. You were a great entertainer, prone to stopping mid-song, flipping folks a joke, beguiling them with an angelic pose, blowing them away with a kicking guitar solo, bold, audacious, in a word, bodacious, whatever the song. Be it your old favorite, up above my head, I hear music in the air, or singing in my soul, about peace and joy, or this train, and a choo-choo to a place of glory. And oh, there was your rock me, about a strong, strong longing to be cradled in a whole lot of love. With big bands, solo, as half a duet, with quartets, you played, and you sang, you jammed on the piano too. Meanwhile, lots of younger cats, some future legends, had been going wow, wild over you, digging your licks, copying your style. And man, didn't you play all kind of ways, up on your toes, down on the floor, behind your back, stepping, striding, stomping, jumping up on stage in high heels at that, hip hugging your guitar, dunk walking it too. You even rock fans in the English rain. And many people don't know, children, you taught the Beatles everything they know. Sister Rosetta Thorpe, with all your fiery, fierce, feisty, picking and plucking, you blaze a trail for fast-paced, hard-driving, gritty, gutsy sound that made the electric guitar a star. A music called rock and roll. Rock, Rosetta, rock. Roll, Rosetta, roll. So, you were born March 20th, 1915. Rosetta, you were born on a cotton plant in Arkansas to farm workers, Katie Harper and Willis or Willie Atkins. Both are fine singers and both of them play instruments. Mama plays the mandolin and the piano. Papa, the harmonica and the guitar. Woo! You with other great performers, you held a gospel extravaganza. Just amazing. Philadelphia is where you were finally laid to rest, my dear. And many people don't know that you performed at the historic New York City Lincoln Center in 1972. 58 years young. A stroke took you out October 9th, 1973, but your legacy lives on. Elvis Presley, Chuck Berry, the Beatles. So many people who are legends because of this amazing woman, Sister Rosetta Thorpe, who didn't let anyone dim her light, children. She had an amazing imagination. She was so creative, just like all of you watching and listening today. You are enough. Don't let anyone tell you that you are not enough. You are beautiful. Don't let anyone tell you that you are not beautiful. Look at me here today, sitting before you. I went through many trials and tribulations. I didn't want to be in school. However, I knew that education is the key to the door that is unlocked for me to walk through. Reading helps to develop character as well, thinking outside the box, focusing on what you're good at and perfecting that. So, my little darlings, I wish for you all a prosperous and healthy and happy 2024, and I wish for all of you good health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, infinite money.